as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. To it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. At the 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Did you see the replay?
On the ground, it's Bishop. Turning it on. Got the first down. Looking for more. Inside the touchdown Volunteers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Going for a big play right off the bat. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up, trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle of this third possession. Got a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
From the gun, the ground game. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off?
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. To throw, it's Nussmeier. The sure hands, it's Durham. Finds a little space. Delivers the stiff arm. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Back to pass on second down. Here comes the heat. This time on target. Brings into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you've got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Bishop. Space. There he goes. He's at the 20. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Aguilar. He had it in the end zone, but just couldn't get a foot down to stay in bounds.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tennessee! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He'll start this drive firing, looking to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And it's picked off for the the third time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown ball! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. They drag him down to the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Can't get him to the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Looking for room, it's Durham. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. So here is the Tennessee offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And the Vols have a lot of options on second and inches. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Under fire. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You know, as an offense, that's why you just run the ball on 3rd and inches like that, because even if you don't get it, you now set yourself up in 4th and inches and give another shot. But you try to get cute, you try to get fancy, you want to throw the ball on 3rd and inches, now you take a sack, and now you have to punt.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Washington is in major trouble today. The folks out there in Seattle are heading for the exits with more determination than a Marshawn Lynch touchdown run. They're trailing by 14 to NC State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Come on, dude. To the air on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on 1st down. The quick out. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him. Shoot, let's go to him a 3rd time.
Oh, they're after him. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man, it's Anderson. Touchdown LSU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Bishop. At the 45 on his way. All out of space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right.
He throws toward the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Volunteer!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Watkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First drive of the second half always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The short hands, it's Durham.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Durham. Gets away from one. He's got space. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
That's caught. It's Hilton. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. LSU quick to the line. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Hilton. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. Powers forward. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Makes the quick grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Got a man. It's Matthews. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Finds a man on the left. That'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 48.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. 3rd down, find my guy, get him the rock, he gets the first down.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
To the air, it's Aguilar. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Volunteers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Motion from the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Durham. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game. You've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Durham. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. They get to him as he throws. Misses receiver there, it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Gonna swing it on second down. Throwing right. Working the middle. Strong, firm tackle.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They leave the offense on the field on this 4th and short from the 40. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
To the air, it's Van Buren. With the catch, it's Brown. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
and the running back gets a second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Quick completion on the out. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Scrambling away. Finds space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Vols look to keep this drive humming.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Caught on the outside, it's Matthews. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to pass. He fires one deep over the middle. He's got it on the outside. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by...
There he goes.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Fires to the middle. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Grab near the marker. It's Matthews. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's got him this time. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Fires to the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Quarterback will keep it. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
And that's good enough for first down.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
You got to give this guy credit all season long. He's played well, he's stayed healthy, and he's just executing. With that last throw, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards as we get late in the season.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. The run from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence.